thank you for watching No Filter. This would be our 24th episode, and we have done some fun things and pulled some crazy stunts, but today's a little more serious, right, Paul?
That's right. Today's show is about family and community, but mostly it's about faith, love, and hope. We hope you enjoy.
November 1st, our boy Britton went on a Sadie Hawkins date with a little gal from our community from Snow Canyon High School, and they went on their day date. They do day dates and then they go on their night dates, and they left that morning at 7:30 in the morning, and about it seems like about 12:30 in the afternoon we got a text message, my wife did, that Britton had been in a four-wheeler accident.
And it was just a normal Saturday. I was out running errands. I think I was shopping or something, and I get a call from my mom, and she said, I just heard that Britt has been in a four-wheeler accident, so I'm going to go and try to find out where he is, but I don't think it's anything serious.
It started hailing really hard, and at first they were kind of going kind of fast, and they kind of slowed down because the hail was hitting them and kind of pelting them and kind of stung them a little bit, so they slowed down. They were doing approximately 15 to 17 miles an hour and went across the cattle guard and hit some washboard on the Grass Valley Road, and the Arctic Cat that they were in just kind of got a little loose and went left, right, left, and kind of caught a back tire, and it flipped and ejected her and ejected him, and as it flipped up in the air, it came over, and he was on the ground, and from what the police report says, more than likely it was the roll cage that came down on top of his head and then just rolled right back up over by him in the middle of the road.
I was like, Dad, is everything okay? Did you figure out what's up with Britton? And his voice was just shaking, and he said, no, it's not okay. The right side top lobe of his head was crushed in really bad, and then it broke this backside of his head against the ground quite a bit, and immediately when the accident happened, he started to aspirate, and his date, Cassidy, she came to after she got her wits about her. She had a broken foot, and she actually had her leg cut, and she got over to him and held him and turned him on his side and cleaned his airway out and kept the hail off him from hitting him, and just loved him and supported him, and we believe she saved his life, and you know, she's a 15-year-old girl that knew exactly what to do. I just remember feeling so broken, and my world was flipped upside down, and I didn't know to what extent my brother had been injured, but I just knew that he needed prayers, and I just dropped to my knees and I just started praying, and I think I prayed with the most intent that I ever have in my entire life. And they got him into the ER, and the ER, the trauma team had a room set up ready to roll, and they took care of him, and it was a very unsettling feeling when we were there, and as you can imagine, our world was spun upside down, but we put our faith in them and started praying. I called my coach and I said, Coach, I gotta go home. My brother's been in an accident. She drove me 5 hours back to St. George, and this whole time we're driving, Britton was going through surgery, and I just remember thinking, please, 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 make it out of surgery so I can at least see you, even if it's for one more time. I walked in, and there's my little brother. This strong, athletic, 16-year-old boy. And he's just laying there, hooked up to a million tubes. And he has a neck brace on and bandages all over his head. And he's bloody and he's bruised. And his chest was just going up, down, a million miles an hour. Connected to this machine. And I just cried. And I was just can remember seeing my sweet boy like, I'm so sorry. And I sat down next to his bed. And I remember grabbing his hand. And it was so warm. And I could feel his pulse. And I remember everything kind of just stopped.
the tears stopped, pounding of my heart stopped. It all just stopped for a second, and I held his hand, and I just thought, oh my goodness, like, he's still here. He's still alive. He's still breathing. I know he has to have help from this machine, but he's still here. I'm here with him, and he's warm, and he's not okay, but he is in a way. And I just remember talking to him and telling him that I was so proud of him and that I knew he could do it, but if he couldn't, that it would be okay, and I'd figure out a way to get through it and help my family through it.
You know, when we ask them, you know, how bad is this, they basically told us it's as bad as it gets. We had Presbyterian people, Presbyterian groups, Baptist, Protestant, Catholic, all come to the hospital, and every one of them asked if they could pray with us, and we said yes, and prayers are prayers.
A couple days after the accident, I noticed that my parents were getting tons of text messages and calls wondering, you know, how Britton was doing and what the news was, and so I thought, you know what, I need to take this kind of away from them. Like, I need to do something where people can go and, you know, get the updates every day. And I wanted to do it also because I wanted my brother to be able to look back at everything he'd gone through and overcome. So I was like, okay, well, let's start a blog.
I'm Dr. Rusty Moore. I'm the medical director here at the Neurospecialty Rehabilitation Unit. It's been amazing to watch. He's got a great deal of family and community support, and a lot of people have really pulled together to try and help them to have a great recovery.
And this is just something that brings you closer together, and it brings you closer together as your faith grows stronger through something like this.
These are hard times for a lot of people, and to feel the faith and the support and people coming together for your family has brought everyone together. And it's, for me personally and for our crew, it's restored our faith in humanity and what prayers can do.
I'm here with Mayor Pike and Mayor Rosenberg. Just want to thank you guys for coming down. It's really neat to have you here.
We're happy to be here, aren't we, Mayor?
Very excited.
You know, really, Mayor Rosenberg is the ship's mayor, but while they're living here, at least while Britt's living here in St. George, I'm their mayor, so thanks for letting us both be here. Britt, I'd like to give you a key to the city of St. George. Okay? And I have it on good authority, it'll open doors in Santa Clara too. Okay? Because we share everything, don't we, Mayor?
In fact, Brett, I know some doors in St. George. I can get you in with that key that we can have a pretty good time in.
You want to shake his hand? Shake his hand.
All right.
There you
Thanks,
go.
Britt. That's a good, strong handshake.
That is.
Way to go.
Right
Get
here.
one of those, man.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. You're getting there, buddy.
Just wanted to tell everyone that has helped us, whether it be close friends or family, or I mean, I could go on and on and on about the people that we've had help us that we really haven't felt deserving of, and it's just made a really hard situation be a little bit easier. And just to know that someone else has your back also, not only ours but Britton's, and that they tell us the important things that they have learned, and just that little something that has just meant a lot to us. And just want to say thank you again.